Hi guys, this is a invitation that I wanted to make for you today to show you what I was able to come up with when I was faced with having to make 30 plus invitations for a baby shower. My brother and his wife are expecting a little baby girl this August, and I'm throwing the shower, so I had to come up with a way to use my scrapbooking supplies to make these invitations in a way that was going to be cost effective for me and didn't end up costing a fortune and not leaving any money for the shower, So here's what I came up with. This is just some pattern paper from K & Company, and I'm used my Cricut machine, and I've used the Winter Woodland cartridge to cut out this shape. It's the tag shape on page 74. That's this shape right here on page 74 of your Winter Woodland cartridge. So all I've done is cut it out at 2.5 inches and then the shadow, and then I've added a little yellow ink around the edges. This has had this chocolate ink here done around the edges of this too, and then I cut out these these cardstock strips with my EK Success punch and a Martha Stewart punch. Okay, so I'm just going to mark where I want to line this up, and I find, if just make a little mark in pencil, it's easy to line it up, and you know that it's going to be straight when you go to glue it down, and you don't have much time with glue drying. So I'm just going to add a little glue here. Okay, line it up with those marks. Maybe cover them up just a tad so I don't have to go back and erase them. I've already added the brown ink to the edges here, so I don't have to worry about it blending in. Then I'm going to stamp on this piece of paper, and I'm not really prepared, I don't think, am I? I like to use a mouse pad when I stamp, just to have a little cushion, but I'm not finding my mouse pad, so I'm going to use this. This got a little give to it. It's by EK Success, and it's made to do embossing on. So I'm just going to stamp on here, and the stamps I'm using are from Inkadinkadoo. They're from this set right here, the Brenda Walton set, and I thought they were just adorable for a little girl. So there's that, and I'm using chalk ink for this first stamp. Okay, for the next one I'm going to use this Memento dye base ink. This is in Rosebud. Okay, just put a little dress on here. And see that even though this isn't a mouse pad, it has a cushion top on it, and it gives just enough cushion to give a good crisp image to your stamp without it, smooshing down and stamping over the edges. Okay, this is chalk ink again for the You're Invited part. Just a little stamp. I believe this is a KI memory stamp. It's actually one I cut apart and got the piece I wanted out of it. Okay, so there's that. The only other thing I'm going to do to this is, when I get done, I'm going to put some stickles on it and a little gem. But first thing, I want to just glue it onto here. Okay, I was very lucky. I was shopping at a indoor flea market the other day, and I came across a whole bunch of vintage lace and buttons and stuff. Just, oh, it was just like the mother lode. I was so happy. And I came across these. They are hand crocheted little flower pieces, and I don't know, I got about 20 of them. So every invitation I make won't have one, but I was so excited to have found these little pieces. What I'm going to do is just, I'm going to adhere it here with some Aleene's tacky glue, and this is just regular Aleene's that I put in this little bottle so I could get a more precision application. So all I'm going to do is like lay it where I want it, fill in the hole. I kind of want a good bit because I want the fiber to set down inside the glue. Then I'm going to add just a little baby Prima here. And you got to push it down inside that circle so all of that glue smushes up around, smushes, is that a word? Smushes around on the little crochet piece. Then I'll add a little piece of bling here. Then I'm going to add a little bit of stickles. Sorry if that was loud. I'm going to just outline the dress here. Sorry, I know it's upside down to you. Like that. Just outline the flower piece and the neck. And then I'm going to put a tiny little piece of bling, if I can pick it up, in the center here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and adhere that to the card base. This was just Georgia Pacific white. It was cut at 8 by 5.5, folded in half, so it makes 4 by 5.5. That's the size of the card front. Since I've got wet glue on here, I'm going to put the adhesive onto the card base instead of the back of the card piece. I always line up the bottom or the top one because if it's not cut exactly to size, I can go back in a little while with my guillotine cutter and I can shave off this little piece right here at the top. I can shave that right off, no problem, and you'll never know it was there. So there's my finished invitation. Thanks for watching.